All right, here we go. So, watch how I cook this tier limits player. Now, this is a Ishizu tier limit mirror match. Watch how easy it is to cook. Now, I really kind of brick right here, so I really don't have a play, but it's okay. Watch this. Gravekeeper strap right here, send the Elgato. My opponent is going to Foolish Burial, sending a monster, so he sends a shuffler like the bitch he is. And this mills 5 cards on my side, 5 on his side. And there he is. He activates his shuffler. But lucky for me, I hit a shuffler too. So I'm going to activate my own shuffler. I send back 3 of his. He sends back 3 of mine. And then I grab Havness right here. Then he is going to activate this to grab his field spell. But he grabs Rhino Heart right here, activates his Scream, and then he activates his Rhino Heart. And because he's activated Sheeran, it sent a card back to his graveyard from his hand or deck. Basically, that allows me to activate Kelbeck, sending that shit back to his hand. I know he doesn't have any plays to extend beyond that unless he has graveyard plays. So he grabs a Havness right here for interaction on my turn. And then he grabs a Sulliek as well. Sets this card, attacks into my Kelbeck, which is completely fine by me. Now, the very first thing he should do right here is activate his shuffler in his graveyard to Medora, but because of the dumbass that he is, he doesn't realize the potential power of this card right here. He should immediately activate sending that Merly back so that in that way he could pop this Gravekeeper's trap because he doesn't know about this card, but he's about to find out. So I activate Gravekeeper's trap, sending the Exchange of Spirit to the graveyard, and pretty much that's GG's, my boys. End of the video. But if you want to see how it plays out, I'll show you. Nothing in his graveyard can activate now, which means he can never activate the field spell. So this is now a dead card. His entire graveyard is now dead cards. This card right here doesn't do anything but send all of his cards to the graveyard, making those dead cards as well. So it's a GG's, my boy. It ain't shit he can do. He's going to activate Scream, milling cards. I don't care. He's going to also activate his Sullied, clearing the space so then that way I can attack his life points directly. Fine by me, my boy. Ain't shit of yours coming back. Nothing can activate. You negate my Kikalos, fine by me. I attack, you lose life points, and then I just pass turn. What can you possibly do? Not a damn thing. Scoop it up, my boy. He out this hole. Let's go to the next match. I be cooking with these tier limits. I'm not gonna lie. I cook with them. So this match right here, not a whole lot going on right here. My opponent is going to activate this black wing right here. And what do? I just activate Maxi. Activate Fairy Tale Snow, flip this face down, just attack it. Why not? End my turn. He's going to end his turn, which tells me he has bricked as well. Then I'm just going to normal Almadora, attack with Fairy Tale Snow, go into Baguska, put that into defense, and of course, it's a GG's. Can't play through Baguska because he bricked for one, then to play through a Baguska as well. Yeah, good luck with that, my boy. Let's go on to the next one. These matches are insane. Well, the last one wasn't, but you get the picture. Alright, so start off with Keldo right here. He is going to Ash the Keldo, which is completely fine by me. All it does is stop me from grabbing Gravekeeper's trap, which is probably pretty good for him because I have Exchange of Spirit in hand, which means I would have flipped my Gravekeeper's trap, pitched the Exchange of Spirit with the Gravekeeper's trap, and then he would have been locked out of his graveyard. Does he even have graveyard effects anyways? I don't know. But I'm going to shuffle some cards back so I can get access to the field spell itself. Grab the Merly right here. And here we go. Look at all this advantage. Activate the field spell, grab Shearing, and then look at this. Draw 2 because he did Ash Blossom. Mill 8 more cards. And then I'm going to set Exchange Gravekeeper's trap from my deck. Summon out Rulkalos. And then I'm going to bring out Sheeran, milling more cards, bring out Rhino Heart. And then go into Millennium Eyes Restrict right here. Use these two to go into Sprite Elf. Now these two are both untargetable. And then we go into an Abyss Dweller right here. Set these cards right here and end my turn. How hard of a board is this for my opponents to deal with? Let's look at how much shit I got, right? So I got to have this in hand. We also got Exchange of Spirit in hand. We got Gravekeeper's Trap, Sulliek, and Crime, which means Crime can act as an Omni Negate, and I can pitch to Haveness with the Crime if I wanted to do so there, or I could just literally pitch one of these other two cards. This is a dead card, so I could use that as my discard if I wanted to, and then use Haveness as a hand trap. I can also do that. I can use the Gravekeeper's Trap if I didn't hit Exchange of Spirit. Let's see if I did. And I did. I could still pitch this card with the Gravekeeper's Trap to grab a Miller, basically like a Kelbeck, and then this card would be active anyways, but I'm not going to do that. So then we also got a pop right here with the Perloreno. Lock my opponent out of their graveyard with the Gravekeeper's Trap. We got Sulliek as a monster negate on the field. Omni negate with Crime. Monster negate with Millennium Eyes Restrict. Lock my opponent out of being able to use their graveyard anyways with the Abyss Dweller. Special summon negate with Rulkalos. Summon back a level 2 with Sprite Elf, and protection for these two from being targeted. And then as far as our graveyard goes, let's see what we got in our graveyard. So we do got the Exchange of Spirit. We also have a Keldo Shuffler right there and a Medora Shuffler. Merly, so that could be our level 2 revive back, which will mill 3 cards. Yeah, we got 2 Merleys in there. So yeah. So let's see how this all plays out. So he is going to summon out a monster. We're going to Abyss Dweller right away. He's going to try to call by the grave when I activate Sprite Elf. I'm just going to shuffle it back to avoid that getting called by the grave. Popping his card on the field, he's going to Monster Reborn and try to get it back. And of course, I just flip over Gravekeeper's Trap. If you don't know, the reason why that Monster Reborn fizzled out is because where is it at? Here it is. While Exchange of Spirit is in your graveyard, your opponent cannot activate the effects of cards in the graveyard or special summon monsters from the graveyard. So that is a direct counter to Monster Reborn. And then I start milling more. And of course my opponent does not want any more smoke. I put the Crime right back on the field, and GG's, my boy. Easy dub, easy claps. Catch y'all on the next one. Peace.